Well, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dark Nova channel with some more from the depths. And welcome back to the sandbox mode, this time for the whole episode. And yes, I have logged the time to the morning in this game because I just think the morning lighting in this game is much better than the normal day lighting. It is a little bit warmer and it is so much better to my eyes. And here it is, the Bamboozler, our main firepower in the campaign at the moment. It is a good craft, but to be honest, it is not living up to my expectation, what I would expect from a 60,000 resource craft. It is amazing, it decimates all the enemies, but there are a few flaws with it. The first and main flaw is this: the main cannon. Yes, it is a very good main cannon, yes, it decimates enemies, but it is the first thing that gets taken out in any kind of battle. The main reason is the AI mainframe sits just below it. That box there, which I have lost apparently. This box here houses the AI mainframe, and the main target for enemy is my AI, and in the process they take out the main cannon, so most of the firepower is gone 2 seconds into the battle. The second flaw is the cram cannons. They are nothing more than useless. They never hit the enemy. They never even get to aim at the enemy. They get taken out too fast, and even if they're not taken out, their range is just not good enough. The Bamboozler is meant to stay behind Mr. Hovers and shoot the enemy from long range, and the cram cannons do not excel at that. So that is another flaw. The third flaw is the overall shape of this craft. It is so round and so buoyant that it almost flips itself upside down while turning, and more so when the advanced cannons are firing while it is turning because of the insane recoil. Even with all those recoil absorbers, the Bamboozler has almost tipped over a lot of times. It has never tipped over completely, but it kinda hurts its firing ability. So I think I will be retiring it the next episode. But what we are here today is to actually test out the advanced and cram cannons. I have no idea how the shells work. I just randomly selected Frag Shells because they work the best with the missiles. I am quite knowledgeable on the missiles at this point, but not knowledgeable enough on the cannon. So what I'm gonna do today is, this fortress has every resource possible in this game, and that fortress has a metal wall and some ammo boxes behind the metal wall, because the ammo boxes are actually a very good indicator of whenever it gets hit. It will just go into big explosions, which I like so much. And today we are gonna change this cannon. It is basically a advanced cannon with a manlet, 15 barrels, and a lot of cooling units, on which I'll be placing different kinds of configuration, and I will be configuring different types of shells into it. So without further ado, we'll get into the cannon testing. My god, that sun is really beautiful. And there we go, guys. First test: an 8 module long shell with all gunpowder casing and a sabot head. Should reach insane speeds. Look at that, 968 meters per second. That is insane amounts of speed. And we have here is 36 normal autoloaders with 1 ammo clips, and I have quickly noticed that normal autoloader load time increased by 2.38, so more than double loading time due to excessive complexity. The complexity thing also happens with a lot of bell-fed autoloaders, but the bell-fed autoloaders have a speed modifier of 0.2, so if you want a fast-firing cannon and a constantly fast-firing cannon, you absolutely need bell-fed autoloaders because how the complexity works. So for now we'll have normal autoloaders, and let's fire this thing. It fires 38 bullets because it has 38 autoloaders, and then it just stops for a long time for loading. Now let's shoot one shell and look how far it goes. Lord! Wow! That is one insane range. Let's do that in slow motion. Come on, turn. Let's do that in one bullet. There we go, one bullet. Oh my god. 966 meters per second. That is quite far, and just how fast it loses its speed, and that's just ahead, and we will finally shoot it at the metal wall. Please move faster. Oh lord. Even armor pricing 31. One shell did that. Oh, didn't hit the same block. There we go, took 2 shots to break a single metal block. That is good. Let's just shoot a lot of them. See what happens. Absolutely decimated in a single volley. And I jumped down, really. That was destined to happen. And 2 blocks thick metal armor. Lord, I couldn't see the shots. Honestly, I need slow motion for this. I couldn't even see the shots, they're so fast. Absolute slow motion. 1, 2. Lord, that didn't hit. 2, 3, 4. That's it? No. 5 and 6. There we go. I think 3 shots per metal block. Yep, that is 3 shots per metal block, sometimes 4. Yep, sometimes 4. Oh lord, no! No! Oh! Surprisingly, it didn't kill the ammo box. And we'll shred this thing apart now. Oh, I can paint with this. Alright guys, to the same ammo configuration I added 8 gauge increasers, and the cannon is at a maximum gauge now. What is the gauge? 500mm, and lord, look at the size of the shells. It's actually bigger than me. Oh my god, I want to shoot one of these. There we go. Yeah, I know the shell is too long for most of the shell thingies. Let's put a hole straight in through. I think 1 shot. I think that is just overkill. We might just need to see if heavy armor does something. Lord. Another shot. It's low barrel cooling down. Not enough coolers. Great. Come on. Whoa. It went through 2 metal long, blew up the ammo, and that is just amazing. Is any ammo left? Yep, those ammos are left. Let's see if we can blow that up. Didn't hit it though. That thing was loud. Went straight through there. 3 armor. 3 metal went straight through there. That is one devastating cannon. And I will see if I can improve the reload times. Now I'm excited. Guys, 88.6 second expected load time of one shell into the clip. That is one blasphemous and impractical amount of time. This cannot be used in the game, but I just want to see it. That's a 5 meters thick armor. Completely 5 meter thick metal armor. How much did you go through? Oh Lord! It went through 4 meters of metal armor, and it's just a sabot head, nothing else. We'll take another shot. Oh, it can hold 2 shells. Before we move on to the 8,000 millimeter shells, one last shot. And the range! We despawned our fortress eventually. It still is at this is the effective range? Holy Lord, that is high. Wow. Alright guys, time for the insanity of 8 meter shells, and I quickly realized that normal autoloaders like this, they do increase the total speed modifier, but they are for volley shooting. So we have 8 autoloaders in here, and this thing will shoot 8 shells fast before waiting again to load. And a constant Gatling gun is basically made by belt-fed autoloaders, so that is learned by me pretty fast. And now we'll shoot a single shell. Actually, we'll shoot it at full speeds and let's see what happens to it. Let's have a look at the damage done. Really? 1? Actually, I might just have repaired it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All the 8 shots. And honestly, they're doing just around 1.5 block of damage. I'm honestly very disappointed. The 4mm shells did better. I think the length of the shell is just hurting its ability. I honestly think that now. Failed! Yup, the range of this thing isn't even that far as the 4mm shells. I think the increased, yeah, it's not even. The 4mm shells just took out of the render range. So back again at 4mm shells, I mean 4000mm shells, and we'll shoot another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we'll see what kind of damage is done to that. Yup, 4 meters of armor penetration again. So obviously doubling the barrels reduced the shell diameter by half, so it is now 2 meter shells, and we'll see and fire those. Lord, that was not a single shot. That was double shots. There we go. That was one shot, and we will see the damage. 2 blocks, and didn't touch the 3rd block all that much. So yeah, I think 4 to maybe 6mm will be the optimal. At this point, I'm just finding the optimal thing for one sabot head. So what I have set here is normal autoloaders, because I set bell-fed autoloaders, and then I realized for every time I change the shells, it's gonna take ages to load up. So here it is, our new shells. This time only 1 meter long shells, because that is what I'll be using, and I am here just to know what shell does what. So here it is with the sabot head and the solid warhead body with 3 gunpowder casing. Pretty practical, and we will shoot 1 bullet and see what happens. Oh, 1 bullet, and it knocked out 1 metal block and almost the 2nd one. That is crazy for such a low bullet. This is armor piercing. What, 12.5 armor piercing? Wow. 1. That is pretty inaccurate. There we go, 3 shots. 3 shots and the ammo barrels are out. And I indeed took the fortress out of play and into the place, so no block are half damaged. No sir, no. 1, 2, 3. The 3rd shot went through and cut through this one as well. So air gaps for normal shells do not matter, and we will slither this up. There we go, reloading. That is the thing with normal autoloaders. 1, 2, and 3. Should hit the ammo barrels. No, it hit the sides. Yep, that should have went through. Yep, that totally went through. And the projectile went through there. Wow. That is amazing. Let's shoot there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, the 4th one didn't go through. There, went through and hit the ammo. That is pretty darn awesome. Now we'll be testing out explosive warheads. Shall we? Alright, HE body shell. Let's see what you're capable of. Explosion. That didn't even rip off 1 block. Not good, not good. Maybe that is because of the squash head. Oh lord, that is really underwhelming. Explosive shells proving not to be good enough. I think that is because of the squash head. Alright, with AP capped head. What's your damage? Still pretty underwhelming. Nope, I'm not gonna use these. That many shots, still not through. Wow, really? So I think small shells with explosion, really underwhelming. And now what we'll do is frag shells. Actually, I want to see the best thing we can do. Frag, and then we'll do squash head. Squash head significantly lowers AP, but concentrate all explosives placed directly behind it into shockwave that can create interior spalling and destroy large chunks of vehicle walls. Yeah, that can work with HE warheads, but for now we'll do shape charge head And hopefully this is a heat configuration. Reduce the cone of frag warhead body. There we go, low coned 4 frag bodies and shaped charge head. Oh, I forgot to repair that. Fully repaired, and we will pull you out of the play and in of the play to restore the block health. Let's see what one of you can do. Why did it lag? Lord. That is honestly better. But isn't shape charge supposed to blow up the ammo thingies without cutting through the armor? I think it is because it is 5 blocks wide. It is not working as well. But to be honest, 5 blocks wide enemies doesn't exist, and we'll cut through that first. There! Wow! It slithered through it pretty easily. We'll test it out with 1 block thick wall. Alright guys, let's see how it actually works. It should straight aim for the ammo barrels. 1 shot. Oh Lord! It did spray the yellow thingies back. So that is some amazing internal damage. That is... wow! Let's slow down time again and aim for that. And now I want to see what happens to this. Lord! All the internal damage. I'm quickly in love with these shells. Oh my god. Lord, oh my god, 3 shots went through 5 metal armor, 5-meter long metal armor. Only took 3 shots. Yep, this is one of the best shells. But now it's time to test how the shape charge head does against space armor. We'll see about that. So guys, only 1 shape charge head with all gunpowder casing, just because I wanted to see how it looks like. We'll slow down time and shoot a shape charge head right through there. We'll see what happens. There we go. Yep. Those shape charge shot, wow! It didn't even damage the armor. Cool. So that is how shape charge works, and combined with frags, they are pretty on point deadly. We'll show 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, blown up. And even 6 shots did not do anything to the front armor. Wow. Now we gotta see what it does with spaced armor. That is apparently the bane of shape charge head. Let's slow down time. Shoot 1 round. What happened there? I didn't even get the time to see it. Let's aim the shape charge head. Shoot 1. And there we go. That's the bane of shape charge head. Went through 1, damaged the next one, but then stop right there. Now I know how they work. Awesome. Alright. HE Warhead body, 4 of them with the squash head, and we'll see if that makes any difference. The heck did you... Why did that one not detonate? I have no idea. Still underwhelming though, but... Wait a second, how did that happen? Shouldn't have happened. Let's see. There we go. Those things, somehow, those things are getting by, but I don't know how the shock waves are getting created. Maybe you should indeed test it on the spaced armor. They're just bouncing by. No idea why. Alright, one is done. And no shock armor. Actually, it just repaired a hole back there. We'll try it again. I'm confused by this head. Alright, let's see. One shot. What's the damage? Oh! So it does create a shockwave because damaging this one damages this one as well, and whoa! Sometimes this one as well. So it is creating a shockwave. So overall, it is reducing the initial impact of HE warheads, but it is increasing the overall damage to all of the parts inside. So that is somewhat a half heat. Flight accuracy at the expense of speed. Inaccuracy is reduced to 80%, and the effect stacks. We might just add that. Yeah, let's try it. Let's just try that. And we'll see the flight inaccuracy increases over time, gets pretty spread over time, and we'll see if adding the fins do help. So we'll do it to stabilizer fin body and to HE warhead body, and we'll reset you, and we'll shoot again. That is actually very more accurate. Didn't spread as much. So this game does what it says. That is almost double the accuracy. That is good. Now what else do we have here? Stabilizer fin body, shape chart secondary. Uses all explosive charges connected behind it to blast a stream of superheated armor piercing copper into the target. Allows dual warhead heat shells for penetration of ERA armor. A secondary warhead is 80% as powerful as primary one with the same. Oh, that is a good discovery. Shaped charge secondary. Uses all explosive charges connected behind it. Alright, so we can do is HE warhead body, then shape charged body, then HE warhead body, then shape charged body, and then a shape charge heat nose. That can actually work against the goddamn spaced armor. Let's shoot a shell and we'll see what happens. Straight ahead reflected. What? Why? Why did it reflect? Let's slow down time again. I am doing this the tedious way because I'm too lazy to set AIs, and second, I don't know how an AI would react. Right? See what happens then. I'm gonna cry. Why are you bouncing off? Jesus Lord. Don't bounce off. Yup, look at that! The shape charge actually cut through 2 armors and went to this one. So a longer heat shell would indeed do it. We'll now do it at a normal speed. It is bouncing off. I think the speed is not good enough. There we go. Internal damage overload, and I think, yeah, 2 gunpowder casing. The speed is just not great enough. 171 meters per second is just not great enough to actually detonate the charges, so that might be a probability. Good. Amazing, but that did. A few bullets cut through this entirely. That is better. Now I found a use for the HE warhead bodies, and finally we'll switch back to the larger bodies with the same shell. Alright guys, 2 meter long, same heat shell configuration with 2 more gunpowder casings, so we'll see if that works. Alright, speed should be good enough now. Oh, there we go! Wow, that knocked out that thing out of the water. A second shell straight in there would mean the ammo barrel is gone. Haha! Air-gapped armor, you have no power on me. And I found out what that was. That was our telekinesis beam. There. Still not accurate enough though. Oh, the second one bounced. No wonder. Alright, we'll be shooting this one then. Straight in the ammo! Heat shells to the rescue. So heat shells and frag shells it is. Alright guys, having 2 barrels turned them into 4 meter long shells, and I almost fell down again. 4 meter long shells with not HE, the HE and what is that called again? Shape charged hybrid. We'll see how this goes. Lord, that is big. And it bounced off. Great stuff. I hate when shells bounce off like that. That was too fast. That was indeed too fast. There, we'll let it reload and we'll see the damage done. Punch through a hole and hit it straight away. So heat shells, 2 meter heat shells will be adequate, and for the frag shells, even 1 meter shells are pretty devastating. There we go, healed up. We'll shoot 2 of them this time. Actually no, that is way too fast. Alright, that detonated, and the charged shells did get through. That is good. Punched a hole through. Nice. And we'll enjoy. All of them bounced off for some reason. It's bouncing off! What? Why? Now it hit. I do not know why it is bouncing off, but for some reason it is bouncing off. Shape charge head. Shell middle will do a fuse, inertial fuse. Alright guys, I figured out what I was doing wrong with the Bamboozler's main cannon. I added a decent amount of belt loaders with 3-meter long shell racks, which was kinda not helping us because fights did not last that long. Yeah, it did rack 3,000 shells, but 3,000 shells wasn't even needed, and if a fight lasted that long, I would be the losing faction. So what I've done here is added a heck ton of belt-fed auto-loaders and 1-meter long shell racks, so its fire rate is honestly insane. Come on. Look at that, guys! Constant fire! No stopping that thing! Absolutely no stopping that thing! And guys, you might be wondering, what is in those shells? Why are they pink? Well, you will find out in a few seconds. Aw, look! A marauder have spawned somehow. Graviton ram, everyone. An airborne marauder. I love those shells. Hello, marauder. Oh lord. That is just one amazing thing. And what I want to do is also spawn an airship and want to see what happens to it. Airships. Conger. Oh lord, you have 3 AIs? Had no idea. Where did you spawn, Conger? Let's see what happens to you. Coming, incoming shot. I'm gonna send you to space. Send you to space. Oh, it's already so far. My cannons are so inaccurate now. Look at it, it's so far. Graviton rams are really impractical in a battle. I would just sending them away instead of hurting them. Look at that thing, it's going to space. We're so far ahead now. Even the bullets are stopping now. Even with 7 gunpowder casings, the bullets are stopping now. We are in space. Amazing. Nope, you can't aim anymore. Oh, the AI is really trying to aim now. Jeez. And for the final test for today, guys, the reflective shields. Most things bane. Let's aim that in if we can. Alright, then slow down time. Shoot a shell. There. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So there is... Oh wow. That was amazing. It hit straight through those. Nice. So that was a shell with inertial fuse. Inertial fuse. What would happen if there was no inertial fuse in that would be it would hit the shield and the shells would reflect at any cost because it's a goddamn level 10 shield. And now what we are gonna do is do multiple shields. Alright, we'll copy to clipboard and then Paste from clipboard. Paste from clipboard, and these shields use an insane amount of power. Increase your height to around 7.5 and then increase your height to about 8.3. So there is 3-layered shield. Looks like only one though. Why is that? Hello? Does layered shield not work like that? About 14.6. Oh, I think layer shield doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure they work like that. Let's have a look at those. Shoot a shell. If we can aim in that direction. Jesus Christ. Come on. Yep. Multiple shields don't work like that. There. Busted straight through the shields. Or maybe... oh, wow. Where did all the shields go then? Hello? I have no idea. Shields must have blown up. But now we know multiple shields like that does not work. A bummer. A real shame. Real shame. Now we gotta test out some EMP shells on those. And the final test: 4 EMP warheads, 1 disruptor conduit, and an inertial fuse so it does detonate on contact with the shield. And let's fire it on the shield, shall we? It's the same multi-layered configuration. Yep, the shield block is getting damaged. Oh! Now the multi-shield works after one shield goes off. There we go. EMP warheads doing their job. And on regular armor, they don't seem to be working. Nice. So, there we go guys. There are all the shells tested out, and tell me in the comments if I missed anything. Hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike this video if you didn't. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Ah, no! I keep falling off the platform. This is annoying.